Hello, Taurus. Welcome to December. This is Teresa from Tarot by T, and I'm about to do your December Love TarotScope. But before I do that, I want to ring in some good energy. Let's surround this reading with the highest forces of love and light. And I want to say I hope you had a wonderful November. Thank you for liking my channel. Thank you for all your comments. And thank you for those of you who have ordered readings. I appreciate your business. Thank you. It's great to meet new people and to read for them. So let's see what's coming up for Taurus in December. What does Taurus need to know about love in December? What does Taurus need to know about love in December? If you're going holiday shopping, get your stuff early. Mercury's going retrograde on the 19th. So you don't want to get in the middle of that mess. So anyway, what does Taurus need to know about love and life in December? May only the highest forces be present in this reading to ensure that the truth be told. Okay, let's see what we have. The Hermit, the Fool card, the Eight of Cups, the Knight of Swords, the Page of Cups, the Devil, the Empress, the Three of Cups, the Queen of Cups, and the Page of Wands. Interesting. Okay, so you start out with the Hermit and crossed by the Fool. The Hermit, in December, you're going to be taking some time out to rest. The Hermit's a card about feeling that you need time out to really think about your life direction. Where am I going? What do I need, especially in a relationship? What relationship is right for me? What do I really want in a partner? What do I want for my life? Am I in the right relationship? All these things. And you're going to feel a little bit lonely in December. You're going to feel like you're not going to really feel like socializing. You're going to feel more like resting and evaluating your life and where you need to take it. It's kind of like you're going to evaluate this past year and say, okay, what have I done this year? What have I accomplished? Where am I going? So it's kind of like a planning stage. And you've got this Fool card crossing you. The Fool card is really a great card for a new beginning. I think you're ready to make a new beginning, a new start in maybe you're looking for a new relationship, or a new way of being in an old relationship. Because I feel like, okay, you have this past Eight of Cups here, and that's about moving away from something that you once cared about. So you might be thinking about giving up on a relationship and moving away. You want to move to something more meaningful. Maybe this relationship isn't doing it for you, isn't fulfilling you. And you're feeling like, well, I want fulfillment. I want to have a relationship where my needs are met, where I'm feeling fulfilled. And maybe this hasn't been doing it for you, and you're thinking about moving away. And also you have this Knight of Swords. This could represent someone in your life who could be a little bit on the selfish side or insensitive. This person has hasty energy. It could be a he or a she, but this person they jump into things without thinking. They don't always consider the needs of others. They just do what if they get an idea in their head, they're going to do it, and they don't really care how their actions affect other people and if they're hurting someone. So you may feel like there's someone in your life that is not really thinking of your needs. It's not really considering, they're being selfish. They're just thinking of themselves. and what they need. And they're not really considering what your needs are. And so you're thinking, well, maybe I need to move away from this relationship. And you also have this, the devil in the future, which we'll get to. And that can sometimes mean an addiction. The Page of Cups coming up in the future, I feel that someone is going to make you an offer. And it could be an offer of love. Because the page, if the page doesn't represent children, pages either represent children, young people. So it could be a child, or it could also mean a creative project that comes up in the future. It could also mean a message. Pages are also messages. So it could be a message of love. So it could be that someone is about to reveal their feelings for you. And it could very well be this Knight of Swords, who's been so difficult in the past, and you've been thinking about, moving away from this person because they're not giving to you. But I feel that they really care about you. There's feelings there. Even though they have their problems and they're selfish and they have their issues, they do, in their own way, care. So this could be a message of love coming from someone. It could also mean a new creative project. I'm feeling that energy too. That there's going to be this new creative project that comes up that you're going to be really excited about. And it could represent a whole new, put you in, like where you're doing something new that's exciting, but you have to learn, you might be learning new things in December and coming up into the next year also. I think it goes beyond December, but I think it starts in December. Now you have this Devil card in the near future. The Devil comes up when you could be involved with someone who has some kind of addiction problem, either drugs or alcohol. It could also mean that you are addicted to someone. There could be some kind of codependency where you feel you can't break away from this person. You may want to walk away, but there's something that keeps drawing you back. The Devil could be it's a card of desire. It's also a card of fear of being overwhelmed. So, if someone professes their love for you, you may be afraid to accept it. Like, I don't know, is this relationship going to overwhelm me? And that's why you're doing all this thinking in the Hermit. Is this person really right for me? You really have to seriously think. Because the potential is there to get involved. I see the potential there. But what you have to decide is this the right person for me? Do I want to go this deep with this person? Because they do have issues. So that's a question you're going to be asking yourself. Do I want to deal with someone who has a drinking or a drug problem? Do I want to deal with someone who's selfish at times and doesn't consider my needs? Or do I want to go for someone new? Do I want to just say, wipe the slate clean, start over? That's also the Fool. So those are the things you're going to be thinking about in December. The Empress, there's going to be a lot of parties. The Empress is a card of creativity and motherhood. So you probably feel that you're very creative and you can achieve anything you want to achieve, but you sometimes doubt your abilities, or you don't see your creativity. You don't see how creative you are, even though other people do. You don't see it. You think, oh, maybe I'm not good enough, or maybe I don't have all that much talent. But you do. You're good at what you do. You're very creative, and you're going to start to see the results of that creativity coming up in December, and probably even into next year. This is a card of parties and celebration. This Three of Cups. Three of Cups, you have a lot of friends around you. This is your environment. There's a lot of support. Usually the Three of Cups, if you're a woman, it's like the girls. You have this group of people that are really there for you, like your girlfriends. Or if you're a guy, the guys are there for you. They're cheering you on, encouraging you. So you're not alone. Even though you may feel alone with the Hermit, you are not alone. You have this support group. And there's going to be a lot of parties coming up in December. This is a card of partying, celebration. It could even mean birth, because you have this Page of Cups and the Three of Cups together, and the Empress. So for people who want to have a child, you can get pregnant. You can either be, or if you are, you can be celebrating the birth of a child, or at least starting a family. You may want to have a family. And that would also represent a new life with the Fool. Because the Fool card always takes you to another level. It takes you, it's like you're in this new environment now that you've never had any, you have no past experience with. So whatever it is, whether it's a new job or a new relationship or even like having a child come into the home, you're feeling this newness and it's scary. You know, it's like, I don't know what to do. I've never done this before. That's the kind of energy. Even though I'm excited about this new beginning, but I have never dealt with this before, so I'm afraid of it at the same time. Because Taurus is afraid of change sometimes. But it's going to be an exciting time. Don't let fear hold you back. This is another card that sometimes represents fear, the devil. Don't let fear hold you back from being who you are. Don't worry about what other people are thinking. Just do your thing. Here in your hopes and wishes, you have the Queen of Cups. And that could be someone who's very intuitive, very sensitive, very psychic. That could be qualities within you. Maybe you're developing your intuition. Or it could be a good friend. A friend of yours who is also very intuitive that you may go to for advice. This person is very compassionate. Has a lot of, can see things beneath the surface. So you may have someone that you could confide in. And I think that person will be a help to you if you're trying to make a decision about a relationship. You can go to this person. She's also very creative. Whether it's a he or a she, the Queen of Cups represents someone who's artistic, creative, spiritual, psychic, intuitive, compassionate. And it usually relates to the water signs of Cancer, Pisces, and Scorpio. So any one of those people could be important in your life in the future. And then you have this Page of Wands at the very end. So you're going to be hearing some good news. Pages always represent messages. Even if they represent children, on another level they also represent messages. And with the Page of Wands, the news is good news usually, unless it's surrounded by difficult cards. But this, I'm not getting that. I'm getting good news. So it could be the successful completion of a project, or it could be an offer of maybe a new career path, job offer coming up. But whatever it is, it's good news. You're going to be happy to hear the news. You'll be celebrating your success in December. You're going to be celebrating something. You're going to have cause for celebration in December. And it may be that, you know, you've been putting a lot of energy towards something with this Empress card, and you're going to see the results of that. Whether that means career success, from family, creating a family with someone, having a successful outcome of a relationship. You're moving towards something. You're moving toward better things in December, and that involves a new cycle, a new situation. So I feel like you could meet someone new in December. You could start a new relationship in December. It's very possible that you let go of this person. But you're not going to let go of them totally. I think they'll still be in your life in some way. But there might be another person coming up that offers you more. And you're going to have to decide, okay, where do I put my energy? Because especially with these two pages, one person's a lot more romantic and sensitive than the other person's more exciting and dynamic. I have a feeling that this page is connected to this Knight of Swords for some reason. So someone is going to be professing their love for you. But you might also meet someone new who's going to be inviting you out, maybe, or who offers potential for a new beginning. And you're going to be kind of at the crossroads of decision. What do I really need? And that's why it's so important to take time out and think. What do I really need to be happy? What do I need in a relationship? What qualities does this person need to have? Why am I holding on to someone if they're not giving enough to me? If my needs are not being met, why am I holding on? That's the devil. What's holding me back from finding someone new? What fears do I need to work out so that I can embrace a better relationship. These are the issues for December. But you are going to have some happy times too. I mean, it's not going to be all worry and indecision, but you are going to have to you're going to be making some choices in December, and you're going to have new opportunities and it's because of these new opportunities that you're going to have to make some choices and really figure out what you want. But the potential for success is there. You have success. You have the harvest and celebration. You're going to be celebrating success. So I wish you luck and love in December, and happy holidays for people who are celebrating. And thank you for liking and subscribing and sharing and watching the videos. And I read all your comments. I've been a little behind on the responses lately because I've been swamped with work. But I do read everyone, even if I don't have a chance to write back right away. But I will get to them eventually. So have a wonderful December, Taurus, and I will talk to you again in January. Thank you.